Warning, this video contains spoilers of both Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care, and it's time for another video. But look at the length of this video, it's amazing! Even though I haven't actually seen it yet, but I know it's going to be long. So, that's why there's 4 buttons in the bottom right corner of this video. You click it and it will take you fast forward into the future, and you get to choose each topic. Alright, so let's begin. All characters so far. Firstly, we have Captain Olimar. Captain Olimar was the first character in the Pikmin series. He was the one who unfortunately got hit by a meteor and fell into an unknown planet, but luckily he made some beautiful fireworks on the way. A soft landing as Olimar fell unconscious, and when he finally did wake up and turn around, he found his ship. Wasn't exactly healthy, but he found some alien Pikmin on this planet, and using the Pikmin's power he was able to find the engine and fly back into space, and eventually after finding all parts he was able to get home. And leave the Pikmin behind on their planet. That is, of course, if he found all his ship parts. Beautiful fireworks! And if for some unfortunate reason he couldn't get home, he would suffer through this situation. Of course, that never happened. In fact, he escaped. However, when he got onto the planet, his company was in debt. 10,000 Pokos to be exact. So, his boss orders him to fly off back to this unknown planet to get the treasure. That's the story of Captain Olimar so far. However, things didn't happen quite this quickly. In fact, while Olimar was stranded on this unknown planet, he made his own little journal. Day 16 sings Impact. I wonder if I shall ever be able to escape from this world. How much suffering must I endure before I can finally see my family back home again? Still, when my heart grows too heavy, I take comfort in my efforts. I will get home, or I will expire trying. It has been 20 days since I crashed on this planet. My reflection in the mirror is looking a little gaunt, and to think my wife warned me not to gain too much weight on this vacation. Ha! The thought makes me chuckle. She would surely be surprised to see me now. It feels as if it has been many years since I last saw her. Looking from this planet into the skies above, I see the pale white moon floating overhead. It brings back my memories of the moon from back home. I bet that even now my wife and children are sitting at home, gazing up at our pale red moon. Hang on, dear ones, your Olimar will return someday. Hope has begun to well up within me for the dolphin's repair and my own chances for a reunion with my dear family. I can almost see my smiling family. And when Olimar went to the Pikmin planet for the second time, he was able to receive mail from his dear family. However, Olimar's wife only messaged him twice through my playthrough of Pikmin 2, and whenever she does mail, she's talking about money and how happy she is. However, the last thing that she sends Olimar can link to the storyline for Olimar and possibly his family in Pikmin 3. I think I may have messed up, darling. I lost a small fortune buying lottery tickets. It was all a nightmare. I'm afraid we're going to have to live lean for a little while. Well, hey, what about the kids? They don't have to worry about money. What about Oliver's son? Oh yeah, my allowance doubled, and that's all thanks to my papa. After all, he's a great captain, but when in the world will he come home, huh? Lately, I've been getting tons of mail from a strange person selling designer items at cut-rate prices. It sounds like a deal. Should I send them your bonus check? Oliver's son is also known for wanting to join Oliver on his quest onto this Pikmin planet. This could be another indication of his part in Pikmin 3. So now the wife and the son are out of the way, what about the daughter? Papa, I'm going to prep school. Mama said that if I don't study hard, I can't become a proper lady. Did I write a nice proper mail? Do tell, Papa. This is basically all she really says. And there isn't much character development in Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 1. But Pikmin 3, you never know. It turns out I missed a character in the Oliver's family. It's Bulby, their pet. This is sort of like an over-edit thing as I'm putting everything together. So basically, after like about 30 days in, the family start mailing him about a new pet. Although I doubt he's going to be in Pikmin 3. Plus, he looks like a Bulborb, so you'd probably end up killing him accidentally anyway. So, that's all of Oliver's family over and done with. But what about the new employee of Hockatate Freight? The new Blue Louie. Louie is the new employee of Hockatate Freight. He doesn't really say much, but most of his expressions come out through his eyes. And in this cutscene, he doesn't seem to pay much attention, if you look closely. Louie is a very unfortunate employee. In fact, on his first mission, he was supposed to look after some golden pick carrots, but he was attacked by a ravenous space bunny, which ate them all up, like President's showing right here, and it took out an enormous loan in able to pay back this horrible loss. And this is kind of what started the whole story of Pikmin 2 in the first place. Even when that is worth 100 Pokos that could possibly help the company, Louie doesn't seem to care or notice. Oh well, he won't complain. Let's shoot him off to the new planet. But when they returned to the new planet, there was a slight, incident. And Louie fell out of the cockpit. Oh, that Louie. Oh, but hey look, we found him, so it's all okay then. Hey, look what he found. And don't worry, Louie and Oliver were reunited eventually. But surely, Louie has a family too, right? Well, of course he does, but he only has one member of the family that we know so far, and that is his granny. But she's just not any granny. Oh no, she's Louie's granny. And you might be thinking, well, what's the difference? Well, she lets him eat bugs and cooks them and probably makes them into the cookies that he so loves. Slightly abnormal, if I may say so myself. The president also mentions an aunt and cookies, but I think this is just still the same granny that, you know, Louie's always known and loved and eaten bugs with. There was also a dad that was mentioned by the granny at some point. Maybe this could be a plotline for Pikmin 3, or it might just be some mysterious character that we'll never hear from again. Our next character is someone we just could not miss. Quite literally. Have you seen him? It is, of course, the President. The President was the one who truly felt pain from the ravenous space bunny that happened during Louis' unfortunate mission, because he had to take out a massive loan to pay it back, but he had no way to get any money to help for that loan. So instead, he had to sell Oliver's precious SS Dolphin ship in order to get some money for his loan. But even then, it wasn't enough, as he was still left with so much money. 10,100 Pokos to be exact. But then, that thing was worth 100 Pokos. It gave him hope. Maybe he could finally finish this loan. Maybe even get a bit of a profit. So he sends off his 2 employees to the new planet to get the treasure for his loan. And while you're away on this new planet, the President will send you mails almost every day telling about his story. At first he says how he's gone into hiding from the debt collectors and how he's hiding under a bridge, and then how he's starting to lose hope, and then how he finds some wild animals as he uses for comfort. And then, as you start getting further, he says you'll be promoted. Now you know where Oliver's family's getting his money from, or how they lost it. And then you do it. You've paid off the entire debt. You can now go back to Hockatate Freight, to your happy President. But wait, something's wrong. That's right, when you finish your goal, you leave Louis behind on the planet. How could you? Oh, that Louis. But now there's only one captain. What are you gonna do? You're gonna need someone big and strong. Well, halfway there. Yes, folks, you watched that right. You can now play as the President. And you do not want to mess with the President and his big Bessies. Other than that, the President is a pretty normal Hockatatian, and his big Bessie fetish isn't really a surprise when you realise who his wife is. Some President you are! I just got back from vacation to find out you're on a treasure hunt! Well, don't bother coming home until you found every item on your list! Now I'm starting to think that the President have a big Bessie fetish. I think it's more of a comfort to hide from his lovely old woman thing, Hockatation. Yeah, I don't blame the President at all. So, that's all the characters so far in the Pikmin series, right? Well, no, there are still 2 more people, even though we don't actually know who they are, but you never know, they could always come back in Pikmin 3 after Oliver's bonus check. It's Spam Guy number 1. Do you love bargains? Yeah, we like bargains. Do you like designer items at cut rate prices? Then come at tons of pokers at http://pikmin2.nintendo.co.uk. And spam guy girl at number 2. I am so lonely. I want a friend that'll listen to my troubles. I want to meet someone like you. Contact me at http://pikmin2.co.uk.nintendo.co.uk. Now we've gone over every character in the Pikmin series, but how will the spam people relate to Pikmin 3? Well, if you think about it, they're kind of after Olimar and his money, and his bonus check and whatnot, so maybe they want to get, if they can't get the money from him, they can get the source where he got his money in the first place. Maybe they are one of the 4 new characters in Pikmin 3. We'll be going over that right about now. Who are the new captains? These are the new captains, well, except that Pikmin on the far left, but we don't know who any of these 4 characters are, because if you look closely, or not, you don't even have to look closely, you can see that Olimar and Louie is not there. Where are they? Well, it's a secret, Shigeru Miyamoto says. But characters D and A seem to resemble Olimar and Louie, though also the other 2 characters, they could resemble some people. Maybe we should go over the characters we went over just now, and maybe we'll find some relevant information that could combine it, and maybe make the plot of Pikmin 3 seem more available to us. Let's start with Character A. Character A clearly resembles Olimar, but isn't Olimar. He has the round face and the small build and the massive nose. So, is he a relative of Olimar? Well, he could be Olimar's son. So, let's have a look. These are all the images of Olimar's son, and yes, there are only 3. But as we can see here, Olimar's son's head is much more oval, like a lemon I guess, and his eyes don't quite go as the same shape as Character A. Also, his hair is not the same, and he's not wearing a hat. Duh! So that destroys the idea that Character A is Olimar's son, well, at least in my opinion. But he could be someone else in Olimar's relative family and all this whatnot. Maybe we haven't met him yet. Character B. Character B is a girl. I know, you would have never thought! But surely, that would narrow down who this person must be. Well, yes. Yes, it does. There are only 4. I actually flicked my fingers. You couldn't actually hear. You might have been able to hear it, but I doubt it. You couldn't see it. Anyway, there are 4 characters in Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. They are Olimar's wife, Olimar's daughter, the president's wife, and spam girl number 2. Let's start with Olimar's wife. First, let's compare the hair. Olimar's wife's hair is more like 3 tufts, and they're very short and lifting up, whereas Character B's hair is long, and I think that's pink. So I doubt they are the same character, though their ears are quite similar, but the shape of their face, Olimar's wife's more horizontal, but Character B is more vertical. So I think it's fair to say that Olimar's wife is not Character B. Now let's compare Character B to Olimar's daughter. Comparing the hair of these 2 ladies is a bit more difficult because Olimar's daughter is wearing a hat unless she's bald and is actually a pink panda hybrid. So we can't really compare the hair, although they are both pink from what my colour blindness says. But still, Olimar's daughter's face is more horizontal, whereas Character B's face is much more vertical. So I think it's fair to say that Olimar's daughter is not Character B. Now it's time to compare the lovely Character B with the president's wife. Okay, seriously, Character B is not the president's wife, and if she is, then dang, that's a lot of plastic surgery, but I highly doubt it. She hasn't got the cheeks, the face, the eyes, the hair, the clothing, or the ugliness, or prettiness, depending on who you're looking at. So no, the president's wife is not Character B. So that leaves only spam girl number 2, and it isn't her either. Although she is the closest out of the 4, she's definitely got the long springing hair and possibly the face shape and the shoulders, but we can't tell entirely because she's just a shadow. But there is one thing that all 4 girls have that Character B does not, and that is a nose, of course. And no, she is not Voldemort. What I'm saying is character B's nose is more of a pointy triangle thing, whereas Oliver's wife, Oliver's daughter, the president's wife, and Spam Girl number 2, they all have big round noses, much like Mario and Luigi. So character B is a new character. No one we know so far, unless Spam Girl number 2 got a nose transplant or whatever you call it, a nose job. There you go, nose job. But I think that's highly, highly unlikely. Time for character C, because apparently I missed it, and now time to go mid-sentence. What I do notice is that he's wearing a green uniform, at least I think that's green, and it's got a star in it, which leads me to believe that he's part of the military. But what could his plot be in Pikmin 3? Why would the military want to go to the Pikmin planet? Well, I don't know. I've got a theory, and I will go over that momentarily, but for now, I think we should move on to character D already, because there really is not that much to say about character C. Well, later on, after character D. Character D is clearly similar to Louis looks-wise, and possibly personality-wise, because he is quite mute. That's probably because it's a picture. But, character D is kind of strange, because he might be a relative of Louis, but we haven't met him. Again, like all the other 3 characters, we haven't met him. Because the only people we know in Louis' family is Louis' dad, who he could be, we'll have to see about that, and Louis' grandma. And I highly doubt that that little boy is going to be, if he's even little, I don't know. But even though, that little boy, or big boy, oh god, that sounds weird. But even so, I doubt that's Louis' granny. So we just going to have to see. So, those are the 4 new characters in Pikmin 3, and we don't really know them. We might know them, there might be some surprise plot twist, like, I don't know, that Oliver's daughter is actually this character B, and she's going to take off her hat, panda, pink ear thing, and suddenly it's going to develop this hair, and it's going to be like, whoosh, not cliffhanger, it's like, boom, you did not see that coming moment. But other than that, I don't really think we know these people, but we might find out their plot. Well, we'll find out probably inevitably actually in the future, but for now let's go with my theory, which I will be saying right about now. Olimar and Louis are not here anymore. Well, no, duh! Shut up, Daz from the past. Sorry. So, you might be wondering, why? Well, I think that Olimar's been kidnapped. And why does that matter? Well, maybe that explains why there's 4 new characters. Not just for the 4 people multiplayer, I guess, but it's also because maybe they're after Olimar. So, like, character A could be a relative of Olimar somewhere who we haven't met, but he's there to try and receive, like, get whatever Olimar is to him, get him back, get his uncle back, whatever he is. Character B could, like, be, like, I don't know, Olimar's wife's relative, trying to help to get Olimar, or character D the same but with Louis, or like maybe the president, because he's probably gone home loving his goldness along with his wife and all this jizzle jazzle, and maybe he's too fat to, because you know he's probably eaten a lot of burgers, but he's probably too fat to like go save them himself, so we'll get the military to do it. It's just a thought. And since the president loves his money, he'll probably get them to get the treasure while they're trying. It's like a double mission. You need to rescue Olimar and you need to get the treasure while you're at it, because I could always do with some more money. Because my wife, not my president's wife, that'd be kind of weird. No, but my wife wants this new ruby ring thing, which doesn't fit on her face because it's massive, because it's from the new... I don't know where I'm going with this, but you can sort of see where I'm going with this. That absolutely made no sense. But, you know, this could be like the whole, we need to rescue Olimar. But if we're rescuing him, who's committed the crime? Who's the kidnapper? Why and what are their intentions? No. You don't think I'm moving on to the next button, do you? No, not Louis. Louis? What is this blasphemy? You can't possibly be considering that Louis is maybe evil, right? No, that's not possible. Not cute little Louis. Don't you remember when we went over him just a few minutes ago? Don't you remember the... Oh, that Louie. Hey, look what he found. You can't be considering that this is the mastermind behind Pikmin 3, can you? Well, actually yes, and there is evidence. On this clip I'm about to show you, to get this clip you have to complete all of the challenge mode levels without losing a single Pikmin, and you will unlock this new cutscene that shows that Louie was deceiving us from the very beginning of the game. Yes, that's right. Louie has been lying to us all this time. This was a lie, so the president did not need to do this special dance, eating, ravenous space bunny thing, but it still entertained us, I guess. Louie's badness doesn't just end here. In fact, we could go into depth with every little thing Louie does, and we can actually find that maybe there was a presence of evil in him the whole time. For starters, Olimar and Louie didn't have the best first impressions, because at first, Louie wasn't even paying attention to Olimar, too busy staring at a bird or cookies or granny or whatever it was, and then at the first opportunity, Olimar and the ship go into the planet, and Louie falls out the cockpit, so it might not be a, oh that Louie, but it might be more of a, I'm gonna get you back, Olimar! Although, maybe Louie doesn't realise he's evil. Maybe it's like something in his gut. Or maybe he's like hearing voices. From this next clip I'm about to show you, it's where I was playing through Pikmin 2 and I could hear Louie always mumbling something, and it's not the usual which he usually does, but like I couldn't quite record it because he'd never do it when I was recording, but I was able to capture it during challenge mode while I was trying to get the Louie's Dark Secret clip, and here it is. Did you hear it? No? Okay, well let me go get this other clip for you. Did you hear it that time? It was a bit clearer. You still didn't hear it? Well, I guess the Pikmin are kind of in the way. This next clip, I'm certain you'll hear it, because all Olimar's doing is punching, so hopefully you can hear it this time, and if not, then rewind the video and try again. Louie is clearly mentioning Olimar if you couldn't tell by the subtitles, but why? Is he like being haunted by voices and asking for Olimar for help but he doesn't notice because he's in the middle of a battle? Or maybe he's like blurting out his master plan of something like kidnapping Olimar, which might lead to Pikmin 3. See, there are lots of openings for this because this is quite mysterious. And what if Olimar isn't there for him? What if by some rare occasion you fill out the debt and you leave him behind? Then what happens? Louie must be petrified. Just look at those eyes. trapped on this planet all by himself, kind of like Onoma, but he doesn't have the Pikmin this time. And so he has to travel in this planet alone. He's mute, or near enough, exploring this planet by himself. He's still, look at his eyes, they're still like, where am I? And then, eventually, he gets used to this planet. He starts accepting himself, and his eyes seem to calm down. Maybe he's really accepting the evil that he's alone. And a bit of foreshadowing here with the lily pads. Anyway, so like he's understanding himself more because he's relaxed. He understands. So maybe this is where the evilness purely comes out, when he's finally getting this time to think for himself, think to himself, all alone. There's nice peaceful music like, oh, he must be happy now. Oh look, he's fallen asleep, that's so cute. And really, he's being evil. Maybe Louis isn't being evil here. Maybe he's just accepting the beauty of the planet. But this is just my thoughts. What do you think? And this isn't the last we see of Louis. Oh no! Do you remember the last battle? The final boss of Pikmin 2? No? Well, here it is. It is the Titan Dweevil, aided by 4 hazardous treasures and Louis on top of his head. But Louis is unconscious, so he can't be evil, right? Well, no. As you might have known from Pikmin 2 throughout the game, Dweevils, you know, the mini ones that have their own special element each, they copy what's above them. So, the Titan Dweevil is basically Louis, whether he knows it or not, and he's using the weapons as aid to help kill Onoma and your new partner, the President. But what about the weapons? Do they represent anything about Louis and his evilness, whether he has it outside or inside his mind? The shock therapist or electric weapon represents this shocking story and plot twist where Louis is truly the evil in all of Pikmin 2, and he will try to kill your Pikmin even though he was your partner. The monster pump represents Louis drowning in his sorrows of how the unfortunate events are affecting his insanity or sanity. The flare cannon represents the fiery enragement that Louis has on the inside. All the regrets, all the torture, all the betrayals that he thinks is going on. How he falls out the cockpit. Although it would also be good for cooking the bugs that he so likes to eat. The comedy bomb or the poison weapon, whatever you choose. It represents the poison that is Louis' mind. Whether he knows it or not, whether it's inner or outer, it kills everything that it can grasp. Louis' pure evilness in a single attack. And Louis/Titan Dweevil will constantly kill your Pikmin as much as possible as an attempt of revenge, until eventually each and every Pikmin is lost entirely. After a heavy battle, poof! His weapons are useless. We knock every single one off to show the Titan Dweevil's true form. A harmless little Dweevil with only Louis atop of him, who we must rescue and save. And when we kill him, will we save him? And finally we defeat the Titan Dweevil and the evil parasite inside Louis' mind, right? Everything's over, it's all happy chappy and stuff, right? Now? We rescued him, right? We can be rewarded now with the last 5 treasures of the game. Isn't that right? We get the electrical weapon, the shock therapist. We get a massive tap. Untap that. It's the monster pump. The ultimate cooker. It's the flare cannon. The not so funny poison machine. It's the comedy bomb. And finally, the newest employee of Hockatate Freight, the new Blue Louie, or the King of Bugs. We did it! Hooray! It's Dora the Explorer! You've collected every single treasure! Time for the ending cutscene. Louie is back! Somehow he survived a horrific ordeal with a freakishly loud weapon-wielding titan dweeble. I entered a hole with blah 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 blah, but it seems that he was perfectly fine all along. How did he avoid being eaten? He had an unusual close connection with insects. He liked eating them. Maybe he wasn't kidnapped after all. Could he have been controlling that beast all along? No, that's craziness. Though he does say that we should call him the King of Bugs. A new employee of Hockatate Freight, Louie is often silent. Nobody knows what thoughts lie in his mind. He appears to operate on the same wavelength as influence, blah blah. After he was kidnapped, he somehow managed to hijack a colossal insect's brain. So yes, he was controlling the Titan Dweevil. Louie is evil. Does that continue Pikmin 3 plot? Maybe. Cherries! 10-second bonus. This is the iridescent flint build because this is that. Rock Pikmin are only medusal slurkers in challenge mode and cherries! Well, that's the end of the video, guys. But wait, don't leave yet. I need your help. But how could I need your help? Well, I've run out of video ideas, except for one which I came up with just about 5 minutes ago. So, can you please help me, right? Because I'm not going to be able to upload any more videos other than the one that I'm thinking of now. So, in the comments, could you give me ideas of what to go over in Pikmin 3? Tell me if there's an update, because I don't always know. I didn't, like last video, I didn't catch up with the King Caps and Spot Caps and Whip Tongue Bulborb. And, it doesn't even have to be Pikmin, it could be any game at all that you want me to do some sort of review about, though it might take me a bit while if I don't actually know the game and all that, because I have to do a bit of researching. So yes, end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Now I'm going to be a right dick to myself and put every little annotation of every little section up on the screen. You can probably see it now, big yellow text and a bunch of annotations. Click it and you can go back. If you like the video, like it, and favoured it, favorited it. I really don't mind. Share, okay, but not if you're in my school. That'd be kind of awkward. So yeah, end of the video. I hope you liked it. My name's Daz. You didn't really care. And I'll see you in a bit.